What's up, sneaker fans? Thanks for tuning in to a More Than Hype review, and in this video we'll be taking a look at a pair of SB Dunk Lows in the Paisley colorway. Nike actually did something pretty sneaky with this pair, and that is that Paisley upper is actually comprised of two separate materials. So with that said, let's get right into the review, starting with the packaging. And these come in our purple Nike SB box. The box actually does open this way, but we have this like extra big Nike SB logo here. So purple box, white accents, SB logos all over, and then we have our label on this side here. Official name of these, Nike SB Dunk Low Pro Premium. You gotta love it when Nike gets to creating their own colors. So instead of brown, these are Cacao Wow and Summit White. Far as sizing goes, 8.5 is my true size, so I did go true to size here, and that's what I usually do in SB Dunk Lows. Some people like to go a half size up because Dunk Lows, SB Dunk Lows are a little bit narrower in the toe box compared to regular Dunks. However, depending on the material, as long as it's not like a synthetic leather in the toe box, I'm okay with going true to size, wearing them a bit, and just getting them to sort of mold to my feet over time. But if you don't want to go through that break-in period, then you can go half a size up for a little bit more of a comfortable fit. But then you do have a length problem now. This is, of course, men's sizing, so the women's size conversion is always 1.5 sizes up for men's, so this 8.5 in men's would be a size 10 in women's. Style code DH7534200, and that about does it for the label. So now, let's take a look at the shoes. We open the box, we have our sort of wood grain paper in green, and then here are the shoes. And, first impressions, on paper, having this Paisley design with these greens, blues, and this pink almost fuchsia color, it sounds like it would be a really bright shoe, but this design on the upper, it's actually pretty subtle, and I really like how these look. But let's get both pairs out and take a closer look. Now we got these out the box, let's take a closer look, starting with the upper. I really like what Nike did here, just with the color combination that they chose for the Paisley design or the Paisley pattern. Green, blue, and pink together in a Paisley pattern sounds like it would be extremely loud on paper, but here, maybe it's because of the brown or the Cacao Wow backdrop, it all just works. Nike did also use that Paisley pattern to almost hide the two different materials that they used here. So in our underlay, we have a true canvas material with that Paisley print on it. So that's our quarter panel, our heel area, and then our toe box here. But then all of our overlays, excluding our swoosh of course, is actually a leather material with this Paisley print on it, printed on like a very thin, like synthetic piece of fabric. So that's our toe box here, up our eyelet, as well as our heel area here. And we can kind of see from the side in these eyelets what that leather on the inside looks like. People have actually already taken, an X-Acto knife to these and cut these up. I'll put a picture somewhere here. Personally, I like my pair intact like this, but it's cool to know that over time, while you wear these, it'll sort of change the look and feel while these pieces sort of wear away. On the tongue, we have our Nike SB logo, as well as Dunk Low Pro on the tab, which is a leather material. That's probably where the PRM or the premium in the name is coming from. And I even forgot to mention, we have this really nice brown leather trim all around our overlays. Definitely adds a nice premium vibe and also breaks up that design really nicely. Pretty cool. Fat tongue, of course, on the back. Standard licensing stuff. And some more brown leather on the back. Nike embroidery in white, looking very neat. And then on the inside, more of that Cacao Wow color fabric lining. We have our ankle pods there, and then our sock liner does have our Zoom Air bag on the inside with Zoom Air branding as well as Nike SB branding. That about does it for the upper. Now moving on to the midsole outsole, and they did it again. They made the right choice. We have a white midsole with a nice gum bottom, and we can see here we have another hit of that pink color, and this is exactly why this is a SB Dunk Low Pro. So we have our injected Phylon in these versus a Dunk Low OG, which would just be full rubber. So we get a little bit more comfort just from this injected foam in here. And yeah, that's about it for these. I think Nike hit these out the park. A really unique shoe, but also a very wearable shoe. Sometimes when shoes are too bright, personally, it's hard for me to wear often. But with these, it's just the right amount of color. It's only when you sort of stop and like really look at them that you realize like, wow, these have like a crazy pattern on them. And I think that's my favorite part of these shoes. And that's about it for these. So if you haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more sneaker content. It helps a lot with the algorithm and just getting more people to find my videos. And I do appreciate the support. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.